This morning, I was thinking about why. Why do I do what I do? Why do I do breakthrough marketing secrets? Why do I do these videos? Why do I create all this training for my BTMS Insiders training library and put it out there and make it available for copywriters, for marketers, for anybody that wants to build their business through more effective direct response marketing? And for me, it's about this phrase. It's about write your own ticket. I mean, before I even understood what direct marketing was, before I knew that I wanted to be in marketing, I knew that I wanted to be an entrepreneur. I knew that I could not stand the idea of going to work in a cubicle farm, like in a big office building with a bunch of cubicles. And I worked in call centers a lot, and so I did have jobs in those buildings, in those cubicle farms, where we were just seated in lines of cubicles with our headsets on and at the computers and talking on the phone and I made money, right? But it was kind of soul sucking. And it just I knew from a young age that wasn't me. And it was clear to me that I was going to have to find something. I was going to have to find something that was different and something where I could define my destiny way more than just taking whatever jobs were available in the help wanted section of, then it was the newspaper. Now it'd be Indeed or whatever. And I still didn't know what I wanted to do. And so I went to college and I got a degree in psychology, which an undergrad degree in psychology, you don't have a lot of career options even with that. And if I'd been thinking about career options, maybe I would have done something different. But I got this degree in psychology and I finished it. And then I got my first full-time job, which was just as directionless. I was answering customer service calls in the local gas company's call center, like gas and electric company. And so when you didn't pay your gas bill all winter long, and then we came out to shut off service on the first warm day of spring and demand repayment, I was the guy that you called and yelled at blaming me because somehow it was my fault that you hadn't paid your gas bill all winter. And again, that was a miserable existence, but somehow I still felt like, I had to figure something out. And yeah, that was another cubicle job, another cubicle farm job, but I had to figure something out. And then through whatever good fortune, I stumbled on direct response marketing. And this is where you can spend $1 on advertising and have it bring back $1 or more with a new customer in tow, meaning you can create advertising that is going to reliably get results and response. And I discovered that there's these people, direct response marketers out there who build these entrepreneurial businesses on direct marketing, and who, as entrepreneurs, recognize that you can't spend millions of dollars or tens of millions or way more on branding ads and just hope that, your small business is going to grow on that. And so I said, that's a way that I can write my own ticket. If I get to understand the principles and the strategies and the practices, the techniques and tactics of effective direct response advertising, and I figure out what works in business A and B and C and D, and recognize what works across industries and across scenarios and across products and services and whatever, if I can find that underlying truth to what works in direct response marketing, maybe I could write my own ticket. Maybe I can decide my destiny. And when I got started, I was kind of misguided. I chased the shiny objects. I was always looking for the next best thing. I was looking for tactics that worked and headlines that I could steal and all of that stuff. And that stuff works to a point. It works in very specific scenarios if they match with what you're what you're being inspired by. So, a headline in the business opportunity market might work again in the business opportunity market, or work again if your product promise is close enough to the previous product promise, and all of that stuff. So it has limited use and it has applicability, like if you learn it, but still, like it wasn't, I recognized that even that wasn't enough to write my own ticket. But the more that I understood the underlying rules, the underlying principles, the underlying strategies that worked from business to business to business to business to industry to industry to industry, and across products, across services, things like make sure that your advertisement has a clear headline that makes the reader want to read. Okay. That's simple. That's straightforward. Make sure you include a call to action and a specific way to measure response so that you can compare, this performed better than that. This got this much ROI. This got this much ROI. Make sure that you actually make an offer in the first place. Like all of these things that are the underlying principles of effective direct response. Like that's what I started to focus on. And it was, it's been really amazing that the more I focused on these underlying principles and strategies, the more capability that I have to even just like get on the phone with a client for an hour and talk to them and just establish, like make some breakthroughs right there, right then and there, make some breakthroughs, help them create more revenue, more leads, more customers, more sales, more profits, like help them do that just by understanding, okay, if we zoom down like to underneath, like what's going on underneath all of this that's on the surface level. If we go down underneath and we say, what are the principles? What are the strategies? And we define like, this is what needs to happen. That is almost always the same, whether you're selling like $100 million business service contract or selling a $9.99 ebook or some other cheap offer to get people in the door. Like the principles and strategies are almost always the same. And so that's what I focused on. That's what I focused on, certainly for my last 10 years of success as a consultant and copywriter to the direct response industry and publishing breakthrough marketing secrets and these videos, and focused on what are the principles and strategies that work consistently across the board. And like, I know that for me, that's been how I've been able to write my own ticket. And I know that for you, like if you are like me and you really want to be able to define your own destiny and write your own ticket, one of the most powerful skills that you can have is the skill, the capability, the ability to be able to walk into any business situation and look at their marketing and their selling, the messaging and the process and all that they're doing to try and bring new leads and customers in the door, and define things that they can try that are highly likely to increase the business results that they're getting, the leads that they're getting, the customers that they're getting. And like when you can do that, and when you can do that, not just in industry A, but in industry B, C, and D as well, in business A, business B, C, and D as well, when you understand that the underlying principles and strategies, you absolutely can write your own ticket. And that's what I love about this industry. That's what I love about direct response. That's what I love about like response accountable advertising, is that it gives you the capability, because you're generating these measurable business results, to write your own ticket, to decide your own destiny, to define your own career path or your business path. And this is where it's just as relevant for entrepreneurs, right? So you want to start business A, and you might learn a lot about business A, but suddenly if you are in business B and C and D, like what transfers? And when you focus on the underlying principles and strategies, what you'll find is business A is the same as business B, C, D, etc. And you can have success after success because you understand these principles. And if you're serious about writing your own ticket, I strongly recommend you give my BTMS Insiders training library a try. I'll include a link in the description here for you to just check out BTMS Insiders. It's a library of well over 100 hours of my training on direct response copywriting and marketing and business building and entrepreneurship and more, everything relevant to marketing entrepreneurs who want to write their own ticket. So if you want to write your own ticket, check that out. My name is Furr. This has been a video issue of Breakthrough Marketing Secrets. I would love if you'd leave a comment below. Let me know on a scale of 1 to 10 how valuable you found this and why. How does it inspire you to write your own ticket, to decide your own destiny? Also, click that like button before you go so you get more content like this delivered to you, and so the magical algorithms of the internet know to share it with more people like you who will find it valuable. You can certainly share it with folks directly if you'd like, and subscribe before you go. You can subscribe here. You can also go to breakthroughmarketingsecrets.com, get my daily emails Monday through Friday, including these videos and exclusive content for email subscribers. Again, check out the links in the description. It's all there. My name is Furr. Again, this has been a video issue of Breakthrough Marketing Secrets. I always aim for that 10 out of 10 value. I hope I've delivered it here, and I will see you again in your next video issue. I'll see you soon. Bye.